I'm interested in the fact that, one, you're younger than I, yet you look like I did when I was your age, 30-something, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, my afro was bigger than your do-rag.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And, you know, the whole thing was when I was a young man, it was about trying to find a way to join America. And you've come here today to this great, big, quiet museum, and you sat and you listened to what I think was a history-making event. And I'd like to know how you personally have reacted to what you heard from now President Obama.
The most important thing that I heard is personal responsibility. I think it's imperative that we take personal responsibility. It doesn't matter. It matters, don't get me wrong, that we have a black president, but the whole thing is that if you're going to change, we got to change our communities. We got to change teaching our children. He got where he at by change and taking personal responsibility. And we can't keep blaming other people for our
You live where, Mr. Palmer?
I live in Westchester.
You live in Westchester?
Yes, sir. Now, I grew up in Walnut Hills and Avondale.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I live in Mount Auburn.
Okay, yes,
yeah,
sir.
My sons went to Withrow.
Yes, sir.
And you went to high school?
Withrow.
Oh, yeah?
I bounced around.
You
yeah.
bounced around.
Yeah, I bounced around. So, I mean, I know the struggles and everything else, but I also know, I mean, I have children, and I believe it's teaching them, reading to them. I believe everything he say about reading to them, advancing them, and education, because without education, I mean, it's like a basketball game. When you're so far behind, you just start to give up. You know?
My baby boy finished Withrow in 91. I got a feeling you all somewhere around the same age. And my oldest in 86. And the reason I wanted to share that with you is, tell me what you tell your children about the possible.
I was brought up that nothing is impossible. You can be whatever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. It's all depends on you.
Who told you that?
My father, my grandmother now. And I had mentors and some were Caucasian, some were black.
Right.
That I was around, that they did home remodeling and things like that, Procter & Gamble. So it gets you to thinking outside the box. And I think that's what the young people need. They need people that will let them think outside the box. It's bigger than just here. It's people building buildings like this, you know?
You know, this floor was laid by young women from Mount Auburn, and the stone, the marble, was laid by the Hodge family from Lincoln Heights, from 15, right? And it was about, like the building was designed by a black couple from Indianapolis, Indiana, Walter and Alpha Blackburn. When you heard about the work here and the amount of money that we were raising, did it strike you as something possible, or?
Yeah, I believe. I mean, I wear this chain on my neck because I feel like when I reach my full potential, man, I can unlock my full potential. So that's why I do to remind myself that you know
So
I'm
you're
not
wearing
reaching my full
this padlock and this chain as a symbol of you've yet to reach your full potential.
I reach my full potential, and I don't never want to forget.
My daddy would love you. Daddy would kick me to a curb for a son like you.
I just don't ever want to settle. I believe in anything you do, you can't settle.
You do what for a living?
Actually, I got a store. I do buy and sell real estate.
So you're an entrepreneur?
Yes, sir.
In the best sense of the word?
Yeah, I'm not the best I can be. I still got a lot I'm learning.
Sure.
I mean, I just believe, like, just the way the economy is now, I believe you can depend on the job, but you can't. You got to take matters in your own hands, and you the captain of your ship.
When you run into brothers and other people who say that the way you approach life is reflective of how a white person would do it, talking white, acting white, playing within the system. How does that How does that resonate with you?
No, I just think it's rules to everything you do. If you want to be successful, you still got to follow in the rules. You know, it's rules to what you do. And I don't think it's talking white because I'm in the neighborhood all the time. I mean, my grandmother's name, Lincoln Heights. I just think it's certain things you must do. You must educate yourself. Definitely education.
Mm-hmm.
And black people back in the day, they created, they made things happen. When they didn't have it, they made it happen. I mean, if they couldn't ride the bus, they walked. And I think today, that's what we need to do. If we don't have it here, we need to create it. We need to come together and we need to make it happen.
If you could spend the time you spent with me, with Obama, you would tell him what? You would say what? What would you expect of him?
And I hate to say it like this, but to keep it real. And what I mean by keep it real, I mean be true to what he ran on, what he campaigned on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sell out. I mean, don't get up there and all of a sudden flip the script on us. I mean,
help me with flipping the script.
when I say flip the script, I mean you say certain things to get in office, and then you forget about the little people. You know, the little people is who donated all the money, and the little people who came out and who believed and the hope. And then you start getting with the big shots, and you just forget about what the little people need: the food, the schools, the education, all that stuff. And my thing is, I don't think he's going to do that. But my thing is without the younger generation, there is no future. Our future is crap. You know, without teaching them and showing them the future is nothing.
Would you do me a favor? And this is not a part of my show, but I need to be able to get a hold of you. We want to work with younger people, one, and we want to be able to get into the community and work with young people to be able to make a difference. And somebody your age, my son's age, you're bridges. It's been an honor and a privilege to speak with you, and I love the symbol of your chain and the sensitivity that you express, and it's been an honor to see you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.